Hi, and welcome back to another episode of the History of Fan Anime. I'm your host, William Chow, and in today's episode, I'm going to cover the very controversial topic: is it a bootleg or is it not one? Okay, so in the in this era of anime, it was all based on basically the availability of the products, right? Sometimes it was very easy to get the things from Japan, and sometimes it was very, very difficult. Most of the time, it was pretty difficult. And because of this, other places such as Hong Kong and Taiwan, and maybe even Korea and that kind of stuff, had also alternatives for the Japanese animation and just Japanese material in general. Okay, so today I'm just going to bring up a couple examples and just show you and contrast some of the differences that you'll see in them. Not that they're necessarily bootlegged or anything; they just happen to be published in a different country, comes at a different price point, but you can just kind of see what the differences are, and you can also see just how difficult, in some cases, it is to spot. Okay, so the first example I'm going to use is the Magical Knights Rayearth. Okay, so this is a nice art book. Okay, done for the Magical Knights Rayearth book. It's also a nice hardcover book. Now, when I switch the two places here, you can see it's actually very difficult to tell which one's which. Even at your angle that you see, it's very difficult to see which one it is. Okay, because there's no distinguishing signs that one's from one to the other. Okay, only when you flip to the back of the book can you actually see the publishing information, the the yen price and that kind of stuff. That you can tell that this one here is the Japanese one, and this is the one from Hong Kong. Okay, now I'm just going to flip open the book, and you can see the detail in which they copied the book. See, the first pages are very well, very well done. I flip to the next inset page here. Again, very similarly done. Okay. The next page is, again, very, very similarly done, even to the fact that both books have a textured feel. So if you put your hand across this, and of course you can't see it, but you can actually feel that it's a kind of a parchment art paper, okay? And this again is on both versions. And again, I'm holding this version here, and yeah, you can see it on both ones, okay? Even the front cover, okay? I can run my fingers across the front cover, and you can feel the textured, raised print that's on this one here, as well as on the other version. You can also feel it. So this is very, very close. Even the back cover, you can feel the raised letters and that kind of stuff in the design on both versions here. You can feel that kind of a design right there. So again, this is very, very well made. The Japanese version goes for 2,200 yen, so about $22 US. The Hong Kong version here goes for 120 Hong Kong, probably around 20 bucks Canadian. All right, so that's one example there. So it's done very well. This one is done by a comic book company called Comics World, which is one of the bigger companies that actually does mangas and that kind of stuff in Hong Kong. Okay, now the next example I'm going to show you is this one. Okay, I've referred to this one a couple times before. This is what we refer to as the Akimi Takada illustrations. Okay, this is the special inset book that comes with the Orange Road box set. Okay, and my particular version is signed. Okay, but again, if we take this version and compare it to, let's see, there you go, compare it to the Hong Kong version, very similar, right? The production quality on it is highly the same. I'm just going to flip to the back page. Okay, again, pretty well much you couldn't tell, basically which version's which. Okay, this version is paperback. Okay, so it's loose paper. This one is a hardcover. Okay, so you may think, well, this is a hardcover, so this paperback version must be the bootleg. Okay, it's actually not. This is the version that actually comes in the Laserdisc box set, okay? And I'm just going to flip into the inset page here. Oh, sorry, flip into the first page here, okay? This is the version that I actually have signed, okay? It's on the first page here. Now, on this version here, just for reference sake, I'll flip to the inset page, and then you can compare the two. Okay, you can compare what the two pages look like head on head, and you can see very high quality, very very good reproduction of the actual print book here. Okay, so it's these guys did a really nice job on it. Now, for the most people, how could you tell that this hardcover version is the Chinese version and this softcover version is the Japanese version? Because the fact that there's so little difference between them, okay? Well, the only way you can really tell is you have to look at the spine of this particular one, okay? The spine of this particular book it's written in Chinese, okay? So it doesn't say Kimagure Orange Road. It actually has the translation in Chinese, which again, I've told the story of when people try to bring this kind of material to, for example, Anime America 94, and try to get Akimi Takada to sign it. She is very confused because she'll see these characters on all the Chinese stuff, okay? And of course, this does not translate to anything in Japanese, okay? It's only in, for example, in Cantonese, they use characters to basically make it sound like the reference to Orange Road, but it's not. So when you try to translate literally what each of those characters are, they basically come up to basically nothing, and it doesn't mean anything to a Japanese person except just to confuse them. Okay, so that's another example of one that they made really, really well. Okay, I'll do one more example here. Okay, I have the CD for Maximum 2 from Max. Okay. Now this CD again copies very well. Okay, you can look at the back of the CD. Okay, pretty close to being identically the same. Okay, I'll do. Okay, you open up the CDs. They look pretty much the same. Okay, now. The only way you can tell which one's which, okay, is you have to look really closely at the lining, okay? Now, I'm going to put this really close to the camera here. Okay, when you read the little logoing at the very bottom of this page here, it'll actually distinguish the difference that both of these units are released by Avex Trax, okay? The only one difference is the one is made in Japan and has the appropriate AVCDX number, which corresponds to Avex Trax, and the second one also is released by Avex, but it's distributed and sold in Taiwan. Okay, so that's this particular version. Also, if you're able to get the Ubi strips for these things, okay, the Ubi strip will also show you the difference between the two. Okay, this one of course is written as Chinese text on it, and again this one is doesn't have Japanese text on it. This is all in English text, but that's all. It tells you the information that it's from Japan, from Avex Trax, and actually has a proper ABCD tracks number. Okay. Now the other thing that of course I didn't show you is the fact that the Japanese version also comes with this box that it comes in. So this is a slipcase that actually comes with this particular CD. All right, and inside the slipcase, like a lot of the Japanese stuff likes to do, they like to give you extra stuff. So inside the slipcase comes with this little booklet for Max, okay? And so you open it up, and it ends up being a 1998 sort of a flip-up sort of book calendar thing here. So you can see the word, so you click it up like this, and you can actually have the word Max up front here like that, and then the girls up front like this. There you go. And then you can have a little sort of desk calendar that flips up like that. Okay, for 1998. So again, that's what the full picture of that looks like if you want to hang that on your wall. Okay, so again, that's one of the cool things that, if you get the Japanese version, you get all the extra little stuff. Okay, so this gives you an example of some of the stuff that is out there. What you want to do right now is you want to go down below, click like, and click subscribe, and I'll give you more things that I pull out from archives, and then show you some of the cool things that they have there, alright? So, until next time, see you again.